The Billionaire's Father, A Heartbreaking Family Story by Selene Ardent. Chapter 6. Fire in the Furnace. The week began with an energy shift at Hayes International. The air in the office was heavy, charged with something unspoken. Emily noticed it the moment she stepped into the operations floor. Phones rang sharper, conversations hushed when she passed, and Miss Reynolds's tight-lipped expression carried warning. Down in the shipping yard, David sensed it too. The laughter of the workers was brittle, the air thick with heat and unease. Even Carter, normally composed, paced with clenched fists. Two siblings, two different worlds within the same company, yet both about to collide with crises that would either forge them or break them. Emily was called into a glass-walled conference room. Hayes himself was there, along with Miss Reynolds and two other executives. The atmosphere was icy. "Emily," Hayes began, sliding a document across the table, "you oversaw the logistics proposal for our client, AstraZeneca Pharma. The shipment tied to your plan is missing." Emily blinked, her heart plunging. Missing? A container worth $12 million has disappeared en route. The client is threatening to sue. If we don't find it, Hayes International bleeds. And you'll take the fall. Her throat tightened. "Sir, I checked every manifest. It was correct." "Was it?" Hayes's gaze cut through her. "Prove it. You have 48 hours before the client's lawyers descend." The room emptied, leaving Emily with the weight of $12 million on her shoulders. Emily dove into paperwork, scouring manifests, contracts, and shipment logs. Hours slipped by. At midnight, her eyes caught a detail: a container rerouted through New Jersey instead of Boston. She hadn't authorized it. Hurrying to the logistics terminal, she begged the night shift manager to trace it. The screen flashed with a chilling result. The shipment had been diverted with forged credentials. Sabotage. Panic threatened to overwhelm her, but then she remembered her father's voice. "When you're lost in the smoke, don't stand still. Move. Search, act." Emily grabbed her phone and called Reynolds. "It's fraud. Someone inside is sabotaging us." Reynolds' voice was grim. "Then find the saboteur, because until you do, this failure is yours." By dawn, Emily had traced the forged credentials to a junior manager, one who often sneered at her presence. She stormed into his office, slamming the evidence on his desk. "You rerouted the shipment." "Why?" she demanded. The man smirked. "You think you belong here? Hayes is testing you, but I don't take orders from some charity case. If your career burns, so be it." Anger surged, but Emily's voice steadied. "Return the shipment now, or I'll escalate this to Hayes. And when I do, your career won't just burn, it'll vanish." For a moment, he hesitated. Then, realizing she had the proof, he cursed and made the call. The shipment was rerouted back. When Hayes learned the truth, he didn't praise Emily. He merely said, "You didn't crumble." Good. But in his eyes, for the first time, there was respect. Meanwhile, in the shipping yard, David noticed whispers spreading like wildfire. Men he thought he'd begun to win over now looked at him with suspicion. Carter called him aside. "There's been theft," Carter said bluntly. Pallets of electronics missing. Workers blame you. Say you've been sneaking things out after hours. David's jaw dropped. That's insane. I haven't touched a thing. Doesn't matter what I believe. What matters is what they believe. Tonight, we'll see the truth. That evening, David stayed late. Sure enough, he caught two men sneaking crates into a truck. Confronting them, he shouted, "You're stealing company property." They sneered. "Better us than some rich man's son pretending to be one of us." "I'm not rich," David snapped, "and I'm not pretending anymore." The men advanced, fists ready. David's old instincts told him to run, but Carter's voice echoed in his mind. Respect is earned when you stand your ground. So he stood. The fight was messy, punches thrown, blood on his lip, but David held out long enough for security to arrive. The thieves were dragged away, shouting accusations. The next morning, Carter addressed the crew. David Miller caught the real thieves. He stood his ground when most would have folded. For the first time, the men nodded at David with genuine respect. A few even clapped his shoulder. David, sore and bruised, managed a small smile. It wasn't glory, but it was honor. That weekend, Emily and David met again. Emily's voice trembled as she told her story. "I almost lost everything, but I fought back." David showed his bruised knuckles. "Turns out, I can fight too. Not just with fists, by refusing to back down." They sat in silence, both realizing how far they'd come. Emily whispered, "Maybe Dad was right. Strength comes in the furnace." David chuckled. "Guess we're finally feeling the heat."